Very fittingly, I met Cassidy in a hockey rink. I was playing in a tournament with her father, actually, and a little 5-year-old girl was hanging around. The best part about is in a men's league hockey tournament, you always end up at the bar, and that's where Cass ended up too. So for 2 straight days, I hung out in the bar with Cass. It was a great time. That's really where it started. I've had the privilege of watching Cass grow up into the beautiful woman she is today, coaching her hockey. I even, for a moment, thought she was going to join the dark side and be a goalie, but she had other thoughts, because if you've ever seen Cassidy play hockey, you know she's not a goalie. She's a goalie's best friend. So, Cass, really proud of you. Then in early 2023, I got a phone call from Cass, and she asked if I was going to be around Smiths Falls, because she had a women's game. I said, yeah, I am actually. My daughter's playing at this time. And she's like, well, I play at 8, I think 8 o'clock. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll be there. And she says, good, I want you to meet my girlfriend. I'm like, oh, okay, perfect. That'll be great. Not knowing what to think, I'm in the stands, and Cass, Sarah, and Kelsey actually was there as well. And they come up, they introduce. You know, it was beautiful. It was great. You know, the way that Sarah was looking at Cass, and Cass was looking at Sarah, and then Cass left to go get dressed. So we're all sitting there, and I thought, okay, she'll probably just go, but she didn't. She stuck around. I don't know if you remember that, but you stuck around. You hung out. You watched Sid play, and then we all went and watched Cass play. But I can tell you, it's unbelievable. You could instantly see how happy you both were, even so early on in your relationship. Now here we are, so many years later. You're a married couple. And I don't know who hasn't noticed it, but they haven't taken their eyes off each other all day. So kudos to you guys. You're the perfect blend for each other. So tonight's all about love, laughter, family, friends, and celebrating 2 wonderful women who have found the perfect teammate for each other. But enough about me talking like that. Before we kick off the celebration, let's take a few quick housekeeping items. Apparently, weddings have rules. I don't know if anybody knew it, but they have some. It's a non-smoking facility. You can smoke anywhere outside. There's ashtrays all over the place, or if you want to vape. Washrooms are located in the back right if you haven't found them already, and if you get lost a little bit later, maybe don't go around the bar so much. Go this way. Speaking of the bar, they don't do shots. They're not going to serve doubles, right? Just regular drinks, beer, coolers. And also, there's no tailgating in the parking lot. I don't know if everybody, when you parked, you saw. They have signs out there. They're not a tailgating facility. So we're here to celebrate, and we can do it inside. And most importantly, if you're drinking tonight, please do not drive. You are welcome to leave your vehicle here. Pick it up tomorrow morning by 8 o'clock. There's cabs, there's Ubers. Some people have pre-planned Ubers, but that's ultimately the most important thing. So let's get this party started, and they're going to start bringing out the first course.
Cassidy, Sarah!
One more thing about the clinking the glasses, right? No, it's not a rule, but we're going to ask that you don't clink your glasses, because in a lot of weddings, they don't get to eat. It's like, I just took a bite, now I got a kiss. So maybe if everybody has their phones and they want to get it, maybe you two could stand up and have one more kiss. This is your chance to get your picture of a kiss so that our brides can enjoy their dinner. All right, hope everybody's enjoying the first course. At this point in time, I'd like to invite Tyler Brown and Brad Cowan to the mic, say a few words. Just as they're coming up, I just want to make sure everybody knows that nobody vetted this speech. Nobody knows what it's about, so parental guidance is recommended.
Hey guys, how's it going? Hope everyone's enjoying their drinks and appetizers. If everybody could please raise a glass to the beautiful couple. You too. Yeah. Beautiful. yeah. Hey, guys. No, Cass, I gotta be honest. I can't believe you actually let us up here. But
Wow, this is huge. Okay, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Bradley Cowan, and I'm Cass's older, taller, tougher, handsome, funny, less tan, and no ass brother. I was left on Alan Carey's front porch with a sign that read, "Feed him."
and I'd imagine most of you know me, but for those who don't, I'm Cass's younger, weaker, less organized, louder, but same size ass brother Ty. I was born 4 minutes later than Cass, and she's been earlier than me to everything since then. If you know Cass, she doesn't do on time. She does early. Honestly, I'm surprised she didn't try to get everyone here yesterday.
We are so grateful tonight that someone was dumb enough to allow the two most unfiltered men in Cass's life to stand up here in front of all of you, especially after that engagement party.
You know, Brad, I've always known that you'd be attending this wedding. Although when we were kids, I used to imagine you'd be the one marrying Cass. Wow, did I ever get that one wrong? I think we can all agree she did much better.
It's funny how some things never change. This is truly a full circle moment for myself, speaking with all of you tonight, beside my brother, speaking on behalf of my sister, and drinking on the Browns' dime. Growing up with Cass was awesome. She was a top-tier wingman. Cass, by a miracle, set me up with my first kiss. She graciously sacrificed one of her poor friends to follow me down into the basement and make a young lad's dream come true. There was nothing more humbling than going out to the bar with Cass and getting her to put in a good word to a girl I was interested in. Then turning away for a second, only to look back at Cass with the girl on the dance floor with the two of them laughing at me. To add insult to injury, Tyler and I would come back home after a long night of rejection to Carrie hitting us with, "Cass gets way more girls than you two losers."
Cass wasn't only the best wingman, she also always had our back. No matter the situation, she's been there to get us out of trouble. Whether it was grabbing us from an unplanned trip to somewhere with absolutely no plans of getting home, to helping us clean up mom and dad's house after a 50-person rager we were positive they'd never be able to tell we had. The classic FaceTime the next morning of Cass showing me everything we missed cleaning up. But she'd always clean it before they got home.
Cass, I'm so grateful for the guilt you lay on me when it's 40+ degrees outside and your grandparents have found a new miracle hay supplier an hour and a half away with 15 minutes notice to come help load the loft while I fight for each breath and sneeze 1,000 times while Wayne's yelling at me for 4 hours straight to get with the fucking program. Cass is hands down one of the toughest girls I know in my life. I can count on one hand how many times I've had to protect her in my life, as she's more than capable of protecting herself. Cass and I back in the day used to play hockey on the same team. Long after my tenured hockey career with Al Brown as my coach, encouraging me that I probably could have made it big if I had learned to skate, shoot, pass, defend, and score. We were playing at the GRC when Cass got absolutely steamrolled from behind after the whistle. Being the calm, cool, and even-keeled guy I am, I hopped over the board, skated over to the guy and hit her, and punched him right in the face. I'll never forget that day. It was one of the only memories where I have where my instinct to protect Cass set in. Moral of the story, watch out, Sarah.
As tough as Cass is, though, she's always had the biggest heart of anyone I've met. Always the first responder and loyal to a fault. She's been lucky enough to find her perfect person, Sarah. Honestly, when Cass and Sarah first started dating, I had two thoughts. I've never seen Cass like this before. The happiness was outstanding. And damn, Cass gets hotter chicks than Brad.
Shout out to Cindy for hearing that joke.
Sarah, I'm so thankful for everything you bring to Cass's life and couldn't be happier to have you join our family. I'm also unbelievably excited for the free babysitting. Cass, you've always been the one to take care of everyone else, and it's pretty special to know you've got someone who takes care of you in the same way. Sarah, we're lucky to have you. Cass, you'll forever be my first best friend and the greatest sister anyone could ask for. Now let's raise a glass to love, to family, and a lifetime of good times. And in the wise words of Al Brown, never waste a good audience, so if anyone needs concrete, come find me at the bar. Cheers, everyone.
I'm not sure how to follow that, but I do have two quick things to say. One, Beth, is there something you want to tell us? And two, Brad, if you need help learning to skate, shoot, score, talk to Megan, because she learned to do it real fast through Al Brown. We're going to enjoy our next course, and we'll be right back. All right, looks like we're back. Our beautiful brides have had a little bit of dessert and are warmed up again after their sunset pictures. All right, our next speaker, I'd like to invite Russ up, Sarah's dad, to say a few words.
Good evening, everyone. As mentioned, Russ, father of the bride, and 30 years ago, or a little over 30 years ago, I married Lisa, who's over in the corner. We're both so happy to be here. She didn't want to speak. I'm not sure I do, but you'll have to put up with me for the next couple of minutes either way. But when we took that little tiny baby home in a freezing cold December day, we didn't know what the future would hold for us and for her. But watching this little baby grow into this beautiful woman over here has really been one of the big joys of our lives, for sure. From pushing her around in a stroller and knowing that, yes, we did actually have the world's cutest baby. This was ours, yes. To first day of school, cried the whole time. Endless collections of stuffies and Bratz dolls and rocks, and later on makeup. If we could have bought shares in Sephora, that would have been good. But then seeing her tackle pottery and painting and drawing, like such spectacular results, and I'm going to tattle on her. I won't even get them all right. The save the dates, the wedding invitations, the menu cards, all made by her and Cass, by the way. Cass was there, faithful helper. Right? The labels on the cookies tonight, the backdrop and all the decorations over for the photos over there, I'm sure there's more. But her creativity and skills never ceases to amaze me. And then in college, she won every award that they had, including a glass slipper, of all things. We still have it. It was phenomenal. But her love of animals, her understanding of the human condition, I mean, Lisa and I have tried to teach her everything we could, but she's taught us a lot too. So Cass, I know you appreciate this funny, smart, beautiful woman beside you. All a parent wants for their kid is to be happy and safe and loved. And Sarah's found that with you. From the first time we met you, we knew this was something real. This was something different. Your kind heart, your love of animals, that's definitely a prerequisite in this family. Your steady confidence backed by competence, and your good humor, we've really enjoyed getting to know you and welcoming you into our family, not today, but for years now. So Cass and Sarah, we're all here to witness this beginning event in your life. Even though you've been together for a while, it's a new phase. We have Doucette relatives from Nova Scotia, we have Taylor relatives from Norfolk and surrounding areas, we have a huge extended family of Browns here. And we're all here for one reason, and that's to celebrate this marriage. There's so much marriage experience in this room. And we don't presume to speak for everyone. But Lisa and I will give you this advice. Choose love first. There'll be stressful times, there'll be easy times, there'll be hard times, there'll be fun times, quiet moments of joy, fits of rage. This is all part of life, right? But choose love first. It's your source of joy, your source of kindness, of strength. It's the thing that makes your bond deeper every day. So I did the thing that I was warned about, and I forgot to bring my glass. But regardless, everybody, please raise your glass to the new couple, to a long and healthy life, full of love and laughter, and probably some more animals, to Sarah and Cass.
So, just a show of hands, how many people bet on the over-under of me crying tonight when I do this? Very, very good chance you're going to make some money tonight. What are the odds? Pretty good, I would say. Good evening, everyone. I think most people here know me, but the ones that don't, my name is Al Brown, and I am the luckiest man I know. I'm lucky to be married to the love of my life for 32 years. I'm lucky to have a job that I love going to every day. Well, not every day, but sometimes I go there. That was sort of teed up for Jeff, but he had to leave, unfortunately. So. I'm lucky to have so many people that I love in this room tonight. But most of all, I'm lucky to have the privilege of being Cassidy Brown's dad. Everyone here knows how wonderful Cass is. She can do anything she sets her mind to. But I'm not sure if everyone understands the challenging journey she had to get here. In 1998, Carrie and I decided to have a family. We were pretty sure we knew how to. So after months of practicing and a little help, we got some great news. Sorry, Wayner. Carrie was pregnant. And not just with one child, but with twins. A boy and a girl. $1 million family. Again, a lucky man. We were both very busy running Wiley Sports Pub at the time and trying to build a home for ourselves. And the timing would work out perfectly because Wayner and I would take 6 months to build the house, and Carrie could come home and have the kids, and we'd start a new family at home. That was until week 21. Carrie went in for a checkup and was told the babies were coming that day, and their chances of survival were limited, and even if they did survive, would very likely be severely handicapped. I saw the line. They underestimated the love of a mother. With the help of modern medicine and a tremendous sacrifice from Carrie, we held off the delivery for another 5 weeks, giving the kids a chance to develop vital organs. And at week 26, Cass and Ty were born at a whopping 2 pounds 7 ounces and 2 pounds 10 ounces. They were perfect. Small, but perfect. Cass came first, of course, 4 minutes before her brother, having to beat him at everything from day one. Regardless, again, we were warned by the doctors that they would likely be delayed in school, probably never play any level of competitive sports, and have a lot of challenges along the way. But they grew up like other kids do, going to school, playing sports, just being kids. Cass was good at anything she set her mind to. Hockey, football, dirt bikes, horses, snowmobiling, wake surfing. There was nothing she couldn't do despite the doctor's early diagnosis. Cass was a born first responder and a protector of her friends. I remember when they were in grade 4, Ty coming home and telling me about a bully in school that was making his life difficult and some of the other kids as well. I took Cass aside and said, Cass, you guys have to stick together because the only thing a bully understands is people sticking together. The next day, Ty came home and I said, hey, how was the bully today? Any problems? He goes, no. Cass had a talk with him. I said, Ty, she's a little girl. Ty looked me right in the eye and said, Dad, there's 1, maybe 2 grade 6ers that aren't scared of Cass. Everybody else is. So, Cass would go on to become a great hockey player, winning multiple tournaments yearly, a couple of city championships, and even a provincial medal. She was named Female Athlete of the Year at St. Lawrence College in Brockville and scored higher than all females and all but one male in the firefighting course. The doctors had been 100% wrong about us raising a handicapped kid. Well, not 100%. I did raise one handicapped kid, but he was the neighbor's kid from across the street. I could tell stories about Cass all night. Hold on. Now I'm getting thirsty. You ready? Wait, there's more. I could tell stories about Cass all night, but I think my favorite one is we played in a 4-on-4 tournament, hockey tournament in Canada, all boys. Cass was the only girl and a great goalie at the time. We win all the round robin games. We make it to the championship. We're in the final. During the warm-up, Cass skates over to the bench and says, Dad, my equipment doesn't feel right. So I check, and in her excitement to get ready for the championship game, she forgot to put her pants on. Fairly important for a goalie. So, with no time to change without forfeiting the game, I did what any true hockey dad would do, and I said, honey, stay square to the shooter. Keep your glove and blocker in front of your unprotected thighs. Get back out there. So what do you think happened? Of course, we're tied at the end of regulation. We're tied after overtime. Let's go to a shootout.
Oh, no.
First 2 shooters, nobody scores. Third shooter for us, Ty Brown. I turn to the other coaches on the bench and I go, somebody call the Guinness Book of World Records, because I'm pretty sure I'm the only coach in history with both his kids on the ice for a championship shootout and one of them has no pants on. Ty scores, Cass makes the save, we win. Cass skates straight over to the bench, jumps up, hug me over the boards, showing the entire stands her bare winning ass. Today, Cass works in a male-dominated industry and is respected by everyone she works with. Watching her command a job site with strength and confidence, making tough decisions every day is one of the proudest moments of my life. Cass, you have thrilled me every day of your life. I can't wait to see what you accomplish in the next 20 years. Then along came Sarah. From day one, there was something different about Cass. I was seeing a softer, gentler side of Cass that I had never seen before. Sarah, there is no question she loves you deeply, and I can see you feel the same way about her. You support her ambitions, respect her strength, stand beside her as an equal, and for that I'm deeply grateful. Russ and Lisa, thank you very much for bringing such a lovely young lady into my life. I promise to treat her as one of my own. You didn't win any money yet, Seabrook. Cass, you have already overcome so much in your short life, more than most people will in their lifetime. With Sarah by your side, I am certain there's nothing you can't overcome. Sarah, today, you are the luckiest girl I know. Please lay the glass with me to the newlyweds.
I've been waiting for you. We heard from Cass real quick, but tonight's all about these two incredible brides, their love, their story, and the amazing journey that brought everyone here together tonight. So I'm going to carry it over, but let's welcome our newlyweds to the mic.
You start. Well, just read that part.
Hi, everybody. I promise we won't talk too much. We're just very excited to have everyone here. Sorry, this was sent to me this morning.
It's a little emotional. You want me to talk? Okay, that's okay.
She wrote this.
We just wanted to, oh my god, I can't, sorry. We're just as excited as you are to get the drinks flowing and the party started. We just want to take a moment to say a sincere thank you to everyone who made their way out to celebrate with us tonight, whether you came from down the street or across the country, which I know some of you did. It means so much to us that you're here to celebrate, and we're so happy to be in a room full of people that we love so much. We also wanted to extend a sincere thank you to our vendors who are working so hard to make this night incredible. You guys are doing amazing. Thank you. But we think the most important thank you tonight goes out to our incredible parents. You made all of this possible, so thank you so much. You've both set two different and equally beautiful examples of what a marriage can look like, and we're so grateful for your unwavering support and guidance. We love you guys so much, we really do. We do have one small favor to ask of all of you tonight, and that is to please keep the dance floor full and the bartenders busy.
I got one last duty before we get that dance floor going. And I may use one of those. But the MC has to give a toast. So they say love is a quiet understanding, mutual confidence, and sharing. Watching the love between you, Cass, and you, Sarah, it's clear that you've found the perfect partnership. Everybody, let's raise a glass to the newlyweds. May your love continue to grow deeper, your joy continue to multiply, and may your life together be a beautiful adventure. Cass and Sarah.